up in the sky. Look, it's captivating. It's energizing. It's Eliances Heroes. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups, where our heroes in business align. Now, here's your host flying in, David Cogan, founder of Eliances.
That's right, and we're back. And again, so many things going on. Really appreciate all our viewers and our listeners. As you know, we bring the best of the best to you, things that we can always learn from one another. And you know what? It helps you. It helps you personally, professionally. I mean, we always get these golden nuggets that could just definitely help you. So make sure you continue to stay tuned. And by the way, too, thank you, too. I really appreciate it for the feedback we could continue to have when I interviewed Newt Gingrich. Yep, he was the former Speaker of the United States House of Representatives. Well, I'm very excited today because it is about politics today, because we have someone, and I'm excited to introduce her to you. We have with us Dr. Sarah Sun Liew, and she can be reached at drsarahsunliewforcongress.com. You'll see the link below. And she is running for U.S. Republican. That's right, U.S. Republican Senator candidate. So welcome to the show, Sarah. We're very excited to have you here today.
Thank you so much to invite me here.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your background and then what made you run for Congress.
First of all, thank you for inviting me here. I'm very inspired from Alliance and especially CEO, David, to promote all the, the entrepreneurs. What I'm doing too, I'm learning a nonprofit to supporting entrepreneur and job creation. So I'm so thankful he doing all the supporting for the, through Alliance for the entrepreneur. Thank you for that. And introduction myself. I'm from Korean immigrant. My age 24 years old, and I'm studying, a lot of business for the especially fintech. Fintech company I owned 28 years, and then also real estate and legal company I owned. And I'm, myself, I'm studying hard and working harder. And also I study at the Harvard Law School, Harvard Business School, and Harvard Kennedy School, Harvard Graduation Education School. So I'm ready to the supporting my community. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. And wow, what a background that you have. And certainly within education, what gave you the inspiration to go ahead and say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and run for Congress?
Yeah. Very good question. So to me, it's I'm my life is since my age 19 years old. I studied. I went to a seminary. I give my life to God. Since that, I always working as education pastor 30 years, as well as nonprofit CEO, and then so I have really had a lot of life real issues based on my life. So as I'm an immigrant a woman, that I have my own voice to can speak, and then I have educator since 30 years. I can have own voice. I can speak, and as an entrepreneurs, I am CEO over 27 years, 3 company. I have my own voice and message to the people who I understand them to real people's needed through church, through company, through the education. So I'm ready to support. Especially, I opened 2009 my nonprofit organization that supporting entrepreneur and job creation. I'm more to eager to supporting my community. Now it's California has business closed because of pandemic. I think like who know understand really business and understand really the people's need, especially in business. That's why I've been fintech company. I visited more than 40,000 business to all kind of, because of credit card processing companies, especially we credit card processing all over the world. So I know the what situation California right now. We needed to support business owners and then next generation education. Also, a lot of homeless problem. So I am ready to learn. I have a education background. I have older my heart really passionate to helping others. People who are politic, they are say they want to learn, but they are not ready. But I think I am ready to right away to change the giving better life to the residents in California. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think again, you were right on about small businesses, homeless. I mean, in California, it's certainly it's an issue, and with small businesses, um,
Yeah. Now
they
it's
need your help. They need your help and their support. And we don't know what the future is, but right now they need your help and support. And
yes.
so very, very important, very, very important stuff. What would you say it takes to be successful, to be a successful for Congress? What are the three most important skill sets that you feel that you have that'll make you the best?
Oh, I think the people, if they do not know, if they driving the car, we don't have a license to, and then they have a risk, and then other people. I think I have a older qualified because I had been 30 years educator and then 27 years business entrepreneur, and then also learning more than 20 years, 30 years nonprofit. So I think I have a experience ready and knowledge ready. And then also most important things is, I studied at Harvard Kennedy School politics. As politics, not just design, just cloud. I studied 2 years for politics, make a policy. So I know how to design, policy, how to schooling, how to innovation. Those not only just experience enough, we have to have enough knowledge to how what we have. We have to improve our society, community, better life. That is, I have experience, I have knowledge, and I know I have many mentors from, Harvard, especially Harvard University Business School. 2 years I studied, 2 year education study, 2 year, Harvard Kennedy School, 2 years courses, and law school. So everything I have mentors. I have teamworks. That is strong, and also my family members. We have 24 doctors, 10, included 10 PhD who are major Harvard Business School and Oklahoma University, Chicago University Trustee, and John Hopkins professor. So my family members, all they had a education, PhD, 24 doctors, lawyers, and all the business background, economic, they
Wow.
have all degree economic and professor. I have a teamwork already to not only myself fighting, I have all the teamwork. And then another thing is I am working at the California, so I traveling all of the world many times, all the demographic many times, especially California, all over place, my merchants. And then, I do 28 years visiting all over geography in California. I understand everywhere in California. That's important. I have to know other side to what they needed. I know that what now needed to business owners. They need to open the business again, and they need to support the tax credit, and then also the employees education benefit, as well as nonprofit vocational training. They needed to get some funding from. They can give a free support for entrepreneur and the job seekers. Those I have all the policy. I already had all the policy from Harvard Kennedy School. I made all policy ready to to start when become U.S. Senator. Yeah.
Absolutely. What incredible. What a story. And again, you're watching, listening to me, David Cogan, host of the Eliances Hero Show. Make sure you go to eliances.com. That's ANCES.com, the only place where entrepreneurs align. And thank you to our sponsor, HireAct. You can reach them at HIRECT.com. Chat directly, hire quickly using first chat-based hiring apps for startups. That's HireAct.com. So you can reach Sarah too. Go to her website, Dr. You'll see it scrolling down below here, Dr. Sarah Sun Liew for Congress.com. The spelling is below. Make sure you go there. Well, Sarah, when you win, see, I didn't say if, when you win with all of the things that one can take on, what's like the first thing you're going to do? I mean, there is a lot to be done, and that's great because you certainly have the background and everything. So where do you even start?
Oh yes, to me it's really a lot of passion to all the place I wanna improve, but you know, I don't wanna. I wanna really focus on now is business support, entrepreneur support. So that's why I joined Alliance to how I can support more to the California entrepreneur. So my first thing is to I wanna go to if I become a U.S. senator, I will make the policy that we can tax credit the employer, entrepreneur, small business owners. They can send their the employees that go to non-profit organization, which is we will fund it to non-profit organization, and then this who had a job replace benefit to the job seekers, we will give it to the entrepreneur that credit for the up to $10,000 to their location, and then as well as a job seeker, they most in California, and not only California, all of the USA, they close business because they don't have skill employees, and then so that's why it's my plan to open giving to opportunity to the small business owner. They can hire more longer time to the job seeker and need a benefit for pre-training, vocational training. So we will fund the local vocational training nonprofit to had a pre funds from the government. Then they can hire more like a professional a professor as more like a then they can give because there is so many nonprofit to vocational training, but they are really shortage helping. So as I am the learning the nonprofit that training the entrepreneur and supporting job creation, I think not just the images. So this is really needed in California. That's the I want to do first thing. Second things, I want to do the next generation education that because the next generation, the high school, from high school, even kindergarten to university, they need a more like as STEM education or more like job creation education. They during their university, they need like internship, more internship. So through the entrepreneur and the intern together, entrepreneur support center or program, and then job creation center program, that I want to develop that. And then any entrepreneur come to the entrepreneur center, they can recruiting interns who needed to real education to background, because in America they have so many education, just books. They don't have it really practical education. So my internet entrepreneur support center, job creation support center connected those second generation job seeker before their graduation. That's the second things I want to do. Third things, the homeless problem in California is so serious because most of politics, they are only focus on the who already been the homeless, but my focus on is prevention homeless. So we, and the entrepreneur support to do homeless problem. Which one is, if the entrepreneur they hire homeless, we can give a bundle 6 months or 12 months. Then the entrepreneur, they can they don't have to pay those homeless people. The entrepreneur even get the tax credit during those 6 months, 12 months that those the entrepreneur can support community job creation, and then those homeless can be skillable worker, and they can after 6 months, 1 year, they can work same place, they can pay the tax, and then they have a more skilled people, and then they can economic growth in California and job creation in California. So we have to have something really support the entrepreneur to creation job. Just even homeless send it to the job center or shelter, they don't have a future. If
Right.
yeah, they get a job creation, a job skill, but no one else hired through the entrepreneur. How they can do homeless problem is same unless those entrepreneur get the tax credit, and the entrepreneur can 6 months or 12 months, even it depends kind of business, maybe 2 year, 3 year, they can hire free homeless who really want to looking for homeless who had a skill. There is many attorneys, even many skilled people, they are be homeless. They this wasting our labor power. So we have to back up those homeless who are lost their job and become, even they are really success people before, but now become homeless because the seasonal now had a pandemic, more homeless coming. We have to solve real solution. I studied those homeless problem, entrepreneur problem, job creation problem, everything. The professor, Dr. Walter in Harvard Kennedy School, we all already studied many issues. So it's not just the crowd plan. I review the people who are professors, who are politics. They said this is perfect. So
Right.
they recommended many things. So I'm still working on it. If I becomes US Senate, not only these things, I have a lot of plan, but on these three majors I want to do. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I got to tell you, Sarah, you are taking it into your own hands, the drive towards a better California. That's a hero. Sarah Sun Liew, that's right, U.S. Republican senatorial candidate. Make sure you go to, you see it on the bottom, Dr. Sarah Sun Liew for Congress.com. And again, a shout out to our sponsor, HireEct.com, HireEct.com. This has been David Cogan with the Eliances Hero Show.
Thank you so much, Mike.